Apparently, I'm now one of those people who decorate before Thanksgiving. What about you? Honestly, I'm just trying to get a little bit ahead on Christmas. Nothing crazy, just some cozy thrifting, the kids' December baskets. I'm also going to be making my very unfancy Zuppa Toscana. It's been very chilly and gloomy here, so all these little things really make a difference, and I hope this gives you a calm little moment today. Good morning, friends. Welcome back to my vlog. It's actually November 19th. Our Christmas decorations are already up.
Mom, why are you saying? Mom, why are you saying?
This is what I do. I talk to a camera, Theo. I think it just gets so gloomy around this time of year. Even today is such a cloudy, cold, kind of drizzly day that having some lights, some twinkling lights in the house and some decor just boosts your mood. It's what we need this time of year. If you've been following for a while, you know that I very, very slowly add to my Christmas collection. It's been little by little, and I thrift a lot of it. Actually in the mood for that today, so it's pretty early though. We got to drop Jace off at school. The other thing I like to do on gloomy, gray, sad days is try to wear something a little bit brighter to boost my mood. Because we have a long winter ahead. I'm already ooh, not seeing the sun for this long is affecting my mood. So this does help. I also have on some Ana Luisa jewelry. These earrings that I've had for such a long time, and they're so long lasting. You can wear them to sleep and in the shower. That's kind of how I like to do my jewelry. I don't take it off for a couple of days and then I switch to another one for a couple of days. Their chain bracelet, which I've had for a long time, and this is actually a new one that I just got. They're great everyday staples. I've talked about Ana Luisa jewelry for a while. They have 2-year warranty on their stuff, and they're affordable. I feel like it's a good price point for the quality that you're getting. And since Black Friday is coming up, they also have some really good deals, so make sure to check out their website. I'll put a link in the description. All right, oh my gosh, we need to go to school. Okay, I'm gonna jump back on here when we head to the thrift store. Good thing it was pajama day today at Jace's school, because we just rushed out the door and he just wore his pajamas. Perfect. Okay, we just got to Goodwill. Let's see what we can find in there. It was packed with so many Christmas items, just stacked one on top of the other. So this is why I say I have to be in the mood to thrift, because it's a lot of sifting through mess basically, which can be overwhelming and definitely hard when you've got kids that are getting antsy. But I always try to look for Christmas ornaments. There's usually a lot of cute vintage stuff at the thrift store. There's a bunch in this bag, but I didn't get it because I only liked this one little doll in here. Isn't that cute? Also, I've been trying to find a nutcracker, but I didn't like this one because there's glitter on it, so I didn't get it. I always check out ceramics and plates and dishes and stuff because there's usually some cute Christmas items that are unique. Today, I just found these striped bowls, which I thought could work for Christmas. I had to check out the mugs, of course, now that I'm getting more into pottery. I didn't see any Christmas ones that I liked, but I did find this unique one and thought it was so beautiful. I definitely can't read what it says on the bottom. I also like to look at linens and fabrics to see if there's anything that would work for a tablecloth or any knit throws or blankets. I actually really liked this bed sheet. I thought this pattern was so cute, although I don't feel totally comfortable buying bed sheets from the thrift store right now, but I kind of wish I got it. Anyways, lastly, of course, I take a look at the books, especially for the kids. Was trying to find some winter or Christmas books to add to our collection. Okay, guys, I'm back home. I fed the kids lunch, put Theo down for a nap. Aria's doing some quiet time in her room. I used to talk about my kids' milestones so much on this channel. An exciting thing that has recently happened was we knocked out 2 things with the kids. The first was Aria's nighttime pull-up. It was trained during the day, trained for her nap, but for some reason the nighttime pull-up, we just could not get her to have a dry pull-up, so it was prolonged. I mean, I have a whole video talking about potty training, and in that video I'm talking about what to do when it takes more than 3 days, so we don't have to buy pull-ups anymore. One less thing to buy. And then Theo, we got him off of his pacifier, which is kind of funny because I think 5 months ago, I already weaned him off his pacifier, but then I noticed he started to do his screech yelling more often, and it was to the point where I could not handle it anymore. And I was my sanity is just more important right now than him continuing this bad pacifier habit, so I just gave it back to him after a week of not being able to handle that noise. So we officially got him off the pacifier again, which actually was not too hard. We kind of just lost it. Like, we only had 2 of them. We lost them, and then we were like, well, you got to go to bed without a pacifier, Theo. And he just was fine with it. He still does screech yell a little bit here and there, but it's not as bad as it was before. So anyway, those are 2 big things I'm so glad that we completed before the end of the year, because that was my goals for this year. And then the last goal before 2026 is to potty train Theo. So he definitely is interested. He already likes to go to the toilet to just pee in there. It's not like we have very intentionally started our training with him. So I'm like, I just keep pushing it off. But like, December's coming soon. I definitely want to get it done before the holidays. All right, I got my thrifted items that I'm going to show you really quick, and also a huge bag of things I already had that I still need to set out. We did most stuff. We put our tree up, which, by the way, I think I made a big deal the past few years about like starting a tradition of getting a real tree. And then this year I was like, I don't even care. Let's just pull up our old dinky artificial tree. Just couldn't even be bothered with it this year. I wanted to get everything up quickly, and no trees are being sold right now. It's too early. Most trees are being sold after Thanksgiving. So covered it in that the paper garland that I had like hung all over the ceiling last year. We just covered the tree with it because there was so many open blank spots that I needed to get them like filled in. I also decorated our ficus plant back there. Hopefully it's okay. It looks a little bit smothered, but I thought it was cute. And then you'll see the garland here. So let's chat about garland really quick, because normally I get the real garland from Costco, and it's like very thick and lush. It's so heavy. It looks amazing. It smells so good. And it's like, what, $20, I think, per 6 feet, which is pretty good. But I'm like, every year I'm buying this garland. It's kind of hard to work with because it's so big. It's so like dry and crumbly by the end of the season. I really did want some good artificial garland, but you know, they're like $100. They're so expensive. I think there's like a viral Hobby Lobby one that I could never get my hands on. But I did get an advertisement, I don't know if it was on TikTok or Instagram, about garland, and I end up buying it. And it's kind of a little sparse there. I will say the look of it is great. It doesn't look too artificial, especially from far away. So I like the look of it, and I like how it hangs and everything. But I bought 3 of them. So you definitely need to layer this up for it to even look lush and good, which I did up here. So that's 2 garlands on top of the wardrobe. So I have this 3rd one, which I'm gonna put, I think, above the sink by the window there. Slow and steady. I don't get all my garland at once. It's just too expensive. So I have another garland too. It's just not good to just use as a garland. So I rolled it up into a little wreath, and I think I'm gonna put this on one of my windows, maybe by the breakfast nook. I always put this out on Christmas. It's baby Nicole hanging out with Santa. I have this children's toy, but I thought maybe I can use some of these guys. They kind of have a nutcracker look. I really wanted some nutcracker decor, but I couldn't find any at the thrift store today or ever that I like enough. So maybe I'll just set some of these guys out and it'll give us like a nutcracker. Okay, that's stuff I already had. But as for my thrifting today, I didn't have a lot of luck. And I didn't want to just get stuff to have stuff for this video. I don't want a bunch of junk. I just wanted things that I actually liked and felt like was worth taking into my home. I did find one little throw with this plaid pattern that I really liked, and it was clean. Didn't have any stains or anything like that. And then I did end up getting these little bowls. They just felt very festive. Also grabbed these, which have nothing to do with Christmas, but I just love a good wood bowl. That's pretty much it. Yeah, I didn't find much today, but that's okay. Okay, I'm gonna get started on kind of cleaning and doing some chores while I'm setting out some of these items to just cozy up the space.
Should old acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind? Should old acquaintance be forgot and days of old lang syne? For old lang syne, my dear, for old lang syne, we'll talk cup of kindness yet for days of old lang syne. And here's a hand, my trusty friend, and here's a hand of thine. We'll talk a cup of kindness yet for old lang syne.
Okay, it's nice and clean in here. I want to start making my soup. It's called Copycat Zuppa Toscana. I'll link the recipe in the description. I make this all the time in the winter. It's just like the perfect thing on a cold, depressing, gloomy day. Okay, so I'm just browning the sausage and getting the bacon into the oven. And while that's all cooking, I'm gonna get started on chopping up all my vegetables. I got my little helper here, peeling the onion, grabbed some potatoes to chop up, which is always a great thing kids can help with. We have this little crinkle cutter that I let the kids use that's safe enough for them, and they love to help. Onion, got my garlic chopped up. Sometimes I add extra stuff in here like celery or carrots. I do have carrots today, so I'm gonna throw those in. So sometimes, yeah, I just throw in whatever extra vegetables I have. Once the bacon's done, I go ahead and just set it down on some paper towel to soak up the excess grease, and I'm taking out the sausage from the pan, just setting it aside into a bowl, and then I'm pouring in the leftover bacon grease. No bacon grease will go to waste in my house. I actually reuse that for a lot of stuff, but I'm putting that back into the pan to go ahead and saute the onions, and then I'm gonna add the garlic. Now I'm adding in some flour to thicken everything up. I'm gonna pour in the chicken stock. Sometimes I actually double this whole recipe, but I didn't have enough to double it today. So then I can go ahead and add in the rest of the veggies to soften up the potatoes, the carrots, and just kind of stir it all up and wait for it to simmer for about 15 minutes until it's all fork tender. And while that's simmering, I'm gonna go ahead and get back to my bacon, chop that up into small pieces, and also chop up my kale, which I usually just buy a huge frozen bag of kale that sits in my freezer all the time so that I can grab a handful and chop it up and add to the soup whenever I make it. All right, while the soup's boiling, I figured I'll work on the kids' December basket. So I mentioned this in last year's video, I think. You don't have to spend a ton of money on it. You can just put seasonal things that you just pull out, and it feels new to them because you're pulling it out only for Christmas. But I'm just using an old basket that has no lid to it that I thrifted, and I'm gonna fill it up with a couple things. So one of the things I always put in here is our Christmas Star from Afar, which is a little nativity scene. It comes with a book about the story of Jesus's birth, and then we hide the star each day. It gets closer and closer to wherever we set up the nativity scene. The other thing that I had from last year, it's our cute little Christmas countdown. So that will go up on December 1st. And then what I did buy the other day from Target is the gingerbread houses. And then I did get Christmas PJs, this little reindeer print. And then the boys have this classic Let It Snow, adorable, customized tin hot cocoa cups. I'm obsessed with these, and I'm so happy that I did this. They have their middle names on them because when else do I get to use their middle names other than when they're in trouble? All right, lastly, the snowman book I thrifted today, and then I tried to find other like Christmas or books that I might have already to just put them in there like seasonal books, and this is all I found. I don't know, I know we have more, I just don't know where they are. I'm happy I'm getting this done now because next week's Thanksgiving, and then it's pretty much December, and there's no way I'd be thinking about this next week at all. So here it is. I'll put it under the tree December 1st. I'm just gonna hide it away for now, but I'm pretty sure Ari is listening, so. Ari? One scoop.
Can I be?
Here you go, you mix it up. I think I'm just gonna put it all.
Hey, got milk in there. I got some cream. Some pepper. Come on, that's milk, some more cheese. Ouch. Dad, Mommy, help me.
How does it taste?
Good. I like how you made the potatoes. They're good. Okay, guys. So this is all the paper airplanes that I've been making a lot of days, and I really like to make paper airplanes. So this is my mom and my sister and my brother are back there, and we like to throw paper airplanes. So that's why we're making a video about it. Thanks for watching. Perfecto. Oh, that's perfecto.
Larger predators. These were the vertebrates we call amphibians. They were the first group of animals with backbones that could walk. Light floats through the sun in the shade while dragonflies flit past the flowers and trees and grasshoppers. Okay, friends, I'm gonna wrap up this vlog here. It has been a long, cozy day. The kids are fed. They're in their PJs. We're waiting for Daddy to get home. And then I have volleyball tonight. So I'm looking forward to that. Hopefully we win.
Oh, yeah.
What do you think? You think we'll win our game?
I don't think so, but I hope you do.
You don't think so? Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Everyone say, see you in the next video.
See you in the next video. I like paper airplanes.
Okay.
Good morning. Hey guys, there's actually monkeys. There's actually monkeys on my... Good morning, guys. Good morning,